down, would you like to read the story of Henry Head?
Henry Head was born on April 29, 1842 in Steuben County, New York. He enlisted in Company G of the 104th New York Volunteer Infantry on March 2, 1862 at Camp Union in Geneseo, Livingston County, New York. The regiment soon moved to Camp Rathbun in Albany, and they boarded a train for Washington, D.C. on March 20, 1862. After a month of training at Camp Wadsworth outside of Washington, they were moved to Camp Reliance west of Alexandria, Virginia. After moving through a series of camps, the regiment was first engaged on August 9, 1862 at Cedar Mountain, Virginia. Over the next month, they fought at Rappahannock Station, Thoroughfare Gap, and Second Bull Run, where Henry Head was wounded, losing the tip of his left index finger. In September 1862, the 104th New York was attached to the 1st Corps Army of the Potomac. Over the next few months, they were engaged at South Mountain, Antietam, where they spent 15 minutes in the infamous cornfield, losing a third of their strength in killed, wounded, and missing, Fredericksburg, and Chancellorsville. At Gettysburg, the 1st Corps came to the relief of Buford's cavalry on the morning of July 1st, with the 104th engaged on Oak Ridge at the angle with the Mummasburg Road. On July 3rd, the 104th came to the relief of the troops assaulted by Pettigrew's division on the right of the Union lines during Longstreet's assault, aka Pickett's Charge. In 1864, the 104th fought at the battles of Wilderness, Virginia, Spotsylvania Courthouse, and North Anna, Totopotomoy, Cold Harbor, and Petersburg, Virginia. On August 9, 1864, during the Battle of Weldon Railroad, virtually the entire regiment was captured in an engagement near the Globe Tavern. Henry Head and his comrades were marched to Richmond, where they were imprisoned on Belle Isle in the middle of the James River. After less than 8 weeks on the island, Henry Head was paroled with the sick and wounded. As he records in a deposition in his pension file, "I was paroled October 9, 1864. At time I was paroled, prisoners on the island had been sent south to Salisbury, North Carolina, all except the sick and wounded, some 300. On the island we had no covers and had to lay on the ground. I was much reduced in flesh when I came off the island. I weighed when captured about 180 pounds, and when I got to Camp Parole, I weighed 98. I had been sick on the island, so I could not eat anything. I did not have sufficient clothes on the island, and the prison authorities took my shoes. I was barefooted, and we suffered with cold, especially cold nights, and there was a great deal of rain, and we had no blankets or oilcloths, only our blouses and shirts. They took blankets and such things from us." After recovering in hospital, Henry Head was furloughed October 31st to November 15, 1864. He returned to his regiment December 15, 1864. The regiment, or what was left of it, fought at Hatcher's Run, Virginia on February 6, 1865. On March 2, 1865, Henry Head was discharged at Petersburg, Virginia, due to the expiration of his 3-year enlistment. Henry married Clorinda Davis in Fremont, Steuben County, New York, on July 2, 1865. In the 1870s, Henry and his family moved to Michigan to take advantage of generous land grants being offered to veterans. They settled in Everett, Osceola County, Michigan, but as Henry grew older, the physical damage from his time as a prisoner began to take its toll. He was advised by his physician to seek warmer climates, and so in 1905 he moved his family to Farmville, Virginia, only 60 miles from where he had been captured and held prisoner 40 years earlier. Henry Head died in Farmville on March 12, 1908. A memorial stone in the family plot in Everett, Michigan, guides the way to his final resting place.
So with the cat, would you like to do a reading?
Okay.
Yeah. When you want.
This is entitled Company K. There is a cap in the closet, old, tattered, and blue, of very slight value, it may be, to you, but a crown jewel-studded could not buy it today, with its letter of honor, brave Company K. The head that it sheltered needs shelter no more. Dead heroes make holy the trifles they wore. So like chaplet of honor, of laurel and bay, seems the cap of the soldier marked Company K. Bright eyes have looked calmly, its valor beneath, or the work of the reaper, grim harvester death. Let the muster roll meager, so mournfully say, how foremost in danger went Company K, whose footsteps unbroken came up to the town, where rampart and bastion looked threateningly down, who closing up breaches still kept on their way, till, guns downward pointed, faced Company K. Who faltered or shivered, who shunned battle stroke, whose fire was uncertain, whose battle line broke. Go, ask it of history, years from today, and the record shall tell you, not Company K. Though my darling is sleeping today with the dead, and daisies and clover bloom over his head, I smile through my tears as I lay it away, that battle-worn cap lettered Company K.
Thank you. And I have anything else they'd like to add at this time?
Thank you, brothers.
James? Brother Jimmy?
Here we go. When the comrades have departed, when the veterans are no more, when the bugle call is sounded on that everlasting shore, when life's weary march is ended, when campfires slumber long, who will tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone?
We will.
Who will tell about their marching from Atlanta to the sea? Who will halt and wait and listen when they hear the reveille? Who will join to swell the chorus of some old Grand Army song? Who will tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone?
We will.
Sons and daughters of this nation, you must tell of triumphs won, when on earth our work is ended and the veteran claims his own. You must all cherish old glory and its teachings pass along. You must tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone.
We will.
To that flag, our country's emblem, you must pledge allegiance to. To that flag, our nation's emblem, may your hearts ever be true. That the nation be protected against injustice and all wrong, you must tell the world the story when the boys in blue are gone.
We will.
You must keep your country's honor, from each stripe withhold all stain. You must take the veterans' places and repeat the roll of fame. You must keep your country's honor and your flag above all wrong. Then we'll trust you to tell the story when the boys in blue are gone.
We will.
Thank you, brothers. I really think it says a lot about the SUVCW and particularly in Camp 7. And we have 4 brothers here in Virginia, in a small cemetery behind a church to pay tribute to one of our fellow brothers' ancestors. I really think that speaks loudly of fraternity, charity, and loyalty. And I thank all of you for coming down, participating in this. Thank you. Brother?
Now let's get a photo worthy of the banner.
Thank you, brother.
Well done.